So you already got that although DSS and expert system are related to data analysis, but they differ from each other. And we have focused on means decision making process with both. But in case of DSS, you have seen that it is the facilitating the process, but expert system is automating the process. Okay. Then next thing is that what will be the output of DSS? So management information system, MIS. So this outputs that we got from DSS that will be supported in MIS, and I hope that you already aware with the term management information system. Can anybody of you tell me that why we use MIS? Management information system. Have you heard this term or not? Anyway, you have heard it probably, and I hope that you also know. So then hypothesis testing. Did sales decrease in the eastern region last month because of changes in buying habits? This involves iterative questioning with one answer leading to another questions. Then model building. So what are they actually? These are the type of output from decision support system that we have used in MIS. Then for hypothesis testing. See, in case of hypothesis testing also, we are using this decision making process or decisions making process output from DSS. Then model building also. Model building means what? Creating a sales model and validating its behavior against the historical data in the warehouse. Predictive modeling is often used to forecast the behaviors based on historical factors. Then discovery of unknown trend, that is the main important part. Okay. Discovery of unknown trends. For example, that why are sales up in the eastern region? Okay, so for these things, we depend on those decision-making process or the data analysis process from those DSS output. Like that, in suppose in Assam, in the lower Assam side, the sale of a particular product is increased in the month Jan. Okay, in the month of January, the sales of a product is increased in the lower Assam, but in the same month, it is decreased in upper Assam. Now, we need to analyze that what are the factors behind it, why this sale is increasing only one particular part. So these things are known as discovery of unknown trends with respect to data mining and data warehouse. Okay, these things can also be solved with this DSS. Okay, now let's come to a new topic, the data warehouse architecture. Now, data warehouse architecture is a method of defining the overall architecture of data communication, processing, and presentation that exists for end clients computing within the enterprise. Yes, I know that the definition sounds difficult to you, but just telling you that data warehouse architecture का मतलब क्या है? आप ये जो data warehouse architecture है, ये different types का हो सकता है. तो हम कैसे the different components है data warehouse में उसको उसमें इसके बेस में मतलब कम्युनिकेशन कैसे एस्टैब्लिश करेंगे, ठीक है. और उसके लिए क्या होता है, लेयर वाइज आर्किटेक्चर होता है. तो हम वहाँ एक लेयर करके बढ़ते जाएंगे, ठीक है. मीन्स कोई एक पार्टिकुलर टाइप में दो लेयर होगा, कोई एक पार्टिकुलर टाइप में तीन लेयर होगा, लाइक दैट. So data, by the term data warehouse architecture, we just mean that. Okay. Now let's come to the main important part, that what are the different types. As I have told you that by the term data warehouse architecture, we mean that how we are designing that components in the data warehouse so that means the communication process between them, how they will be executed. So accordingly, we'll have mainly three types of data warehouse architecture. Dear students, I hope my voice is coming clearly to you and my screen is visible to you. Can you hear me or? Okay.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Very thank you to you that you are a leave in the class. Anyway, data warehouse architecture basic, data warehouse architecture with stacking area and data warehouse architecture with stacking area and data merge. So ये तीन टाइप का मेन कॉमन आर्किटेक्चर है किसके लिए डेटा वेयरहाउस आर्किटेक्चर जैसे कि मैंने कहा ये किस कैसे हमने डिफाइन किया है based on the way of organizing those different components of data warehouse. ठीक है हम देखेंगे अब बेसिक से लेके ये लास्ट वाला थर्ड तक ओके now look at this figure data warehouse architecture basic one आप लोग देख सकते हो कि इसमें हमने बहुत सारे कंपोनेंट्स इंक्लूड किया है ओके वी हैव इंक्लूडेड डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स इन दिस पार्ट्स basic data warehouse architecture you see that sources are like operational system flat files and from there we are collecting the data or we are inputting the data into our data warehouse directly right and in data warehouse is the इसमें क्या है आपका metadata summary data and raw data अब जो आपने data warehouse में ये सब रखा है इसके साथ इससे मतलब कौन कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं यूजर्स फॉर एनालाइजिंग purpose for reporting purpose or just a minute for main important thing that is the mining purpose मैं फिर से बोल रहा हूँ ठीक है ये basic data warehouse architecture this is the design of basic data warehouse architecture yes very simple है इसमें क्या है सोर्सेस से डायरेक्ट डेटा हम कहाँ रख रहे हैं डेटा वेयरहाउस में वो डेटा आपका आइडर मेटा डेटा होगा समरी डेटा होगा रॉ डेटा होगा ठीक है अब ये डेटा से डायरेक्ट कौन एक्सेस कर रहा है यूजर्स किस लिए एक्सेस कर रहा है व्हाई दे आर एक्सेसिंग दिस डेटा ऑफ कोर्स फॉर एनालिसिस पर्पस reporting purpose and the most important one that is mining purpose now you all take a screenshot of this diagram because after all I'm going to ask one question that you have to answer first take a screenshot of this hello have you taken the screenshot
Yes, sir.
okay very good now let's come to that part this see this is operational system we have to know that what is that clear this part so operational system is a method used in data warehousing to refer to a system that is used to process the day-to-day transaction of an organization कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जितने भी आपका ट्रांजेक्शन होते हैं अभी तक तो आप लोग ट्रांजेक्शन क्या है ट्रांजेक्शन मैनेजमेंट क्या है ये सब जान चुके हो ऑलरेडी यू हैव गॉन थ्रू दिस पेपर ऑफ द बीएमएस राइट यू नो दिस थिंग्स सो जितने भी डे टू डे ट्रांजेक्शन होता है ठीक है इसी के साथ हमारा क्या होता है मतलब डाटा इंक्रीज भी होता है राइट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस ट्रांजेक्शन आवर डाटा इज बीइंग इंक्रीज नाउ ये जो ऑपरेशनल सिस्टम है with the help of this we try to process those data or those day-to-day transaction with respect to an organization now next thing is रुको डायग्राम देखना फिगर देखना इसमें था एक फ्लैट फाइल्स now flat file क्या है a flat file system is a system of files in which transactional data is stored and every file in the system must have a different ठीक है फ्लैट फाइल कोई भी फाइल हो सकता है आपका ठीक है बट इसमें क्या होगा आपने ऑब्वियसली ट्रांजैक्शनल डेटा को रखा है बट वन थिंग दैट it should have a different name I'm bringing one example for you let me show it to you this one can you see this file
Yes, sir.
ठीक है तो फिर इस फ्लैट फाइल मॉडल में आपको क्या डिफरेंसेस समझ में आ रहा है और क्या दिखाई दे रहा है? Please look at this example carefully. Although it looks simple to you, you may notice something different in this flat file model. And now you need to tell me that what different you can notice here.
Sir, Craxel from meaning to কি বুঝাইছে?
No, these are activities, not problem. Crack seal হৈ গ'ল, patching হৈ গ'ল, overlay হৈ গ'ল, এইবিলাক হৈ গ'ল। তোমালোকে এই flat file to এটা normal DBMS table লগত आप लोग क्या करो, एक जो आप लोगों ने बनाया था DBMS table, उसके साथ कंपेयर करो कि तब आपको क्या डिफरेंस और क्या सिमिलरिटी समझ में आ रहा है, ये बताओ। I'm asking to all of you, huh? How many of you? Anu Kumar na अभी भी join नहीं किया। Arshif, nice, okay, okay, no problem। हाँ देखिए, बताओ मुझे जल्दी कि क्या, what is the difference you can notice from this diagram?
So it can apply on large and small both files.
It can apply on
Large files and small files.
okay, small files now, okay। ममता आप बताओ इसमें क्या दिखाई दे रहा है आपको, क्या, what is the difference you can notice from this figure? ध्यान दो आप लोग, हाँ बिल्कुल ध्यान नहीं दे रहे हो। ठीक है, मैं अभी फिर से नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ, आप लोग मुझे जवाब दोगे थ्रो कमेंट। एक DBMS का टेबल, अभी तक तो हम 9th सेम में, राइट? सो वी ऑलरेडी नो अबाउट DBMS टेबल। So my question is simple, that whether this flat file model is similar to that table or they are different. You just notice it and carefully and you answer it. Anyway, ये मैं अभी तो फिर बता नहीं दूंगा, बाद में नेक्स्ट क्लास में बताऊंगा। फर्स्ट आई विल चेक योर आंसर्स एंड देन आई विल डिस्कस। Everybody got my question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and don't worry, this question is asked before. Okay. Means you have to know some things that you should not forget. आप लोगों ने DBMS पढ़ लिया था, अभी DBMS का कॉन्सेप्ट आप लोगों को भूलना नहीं है। ठीक है, कोई भी इंटरव्यू में बैठोगे तो क्वेश्चंस पूछेंगे ही पूछेंगे। ठीक है। So metadata, what is that? A set of data that defines and gives information about other data is known as metadata। हम सिंपली बोलते हैं ना, data about data is metadata, same thing। So metadata means those data, those set of data which defines and give information about other data। ठीक है, and we use this in data warehouse for a variety of purposes, like it summarizes necessary information about the data, which can make finding and work with a particular instances of data, and like author, data build, and data sets. File size are examples are basic document metadata। ठीक है, आप सपोज मतलब ये समझो कि एक आपके पास फाइल है। ठीक है, फाइल में कुछ डाटा रखा है। अब उस फाइल्स के डाटा के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन हमें कोई और फाइल से और डाटा से मिल रहा है। वी आर गेटिंग इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द डाटा हियर फ्रॉम some another set of data, this set one। So together we will call this as what? Metadata। So metadata is used to what? direct a query to the most appropriate data source. हाँ, मुझे author information चाहिए. It will tell you that where you will get that information. Suppose I want information about, say, associativity rules in data mining, then it will show you that in which file or in which means particular collection of data you will get that information like that. So this data just tries to tell you that the information of some other data we have kept in data warehouse. Okay, like you can see this example, data warehouse metadata. We are using this for different functions: mining, load function, query tools, applications, source system, OLAP tool, extraction tools, transformation tool. इसके सारे चीजों के बारे में हम डिस्कस करेंगे. Don't worry. Okay. So this metadata is helping in everything. Okay. So main important thing I can see that it helps in cleansing tools, query tools, reporting tools, data mining tools. So what is exactly metadata? In summarization, we can tell it that it is giving you more information about other data, right? It gives more than the explanation of the semantics and the syntax. Now, guys, tell me, what do you know about semantic? ये term के बारे में आपने सुना है पहले? Yes or no? Otherwise, I will explain. Semantic. Have you heard this?
Yes, sir.
तो क्या है ये semantic? की है semantic माने की? Tell me, Mamta, again asking you, what do you mean by semantic? Mamta, can you hear me or not? Just give me response.
Hello, sir.
I think she is not in the class. I need to remove her. Okay. Then Sanu Kumari, you just tell me, what do you mean by semantic?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay, Varsha,
Sir,
you tell
I
me.
don't know.
Okay. Varsha, you tell me, what does it mean by the term semantic? Varsha, are you there?
Sir, I'm not sure, sir.
Whatever you know, just tell me.
Sir, it's like a process executed by a computer in the language. I'm not really sure, sir.
Prabuddha, you
Hello?
tell me. Prabuddha,
Sir,
you tell me, what do you mean by semantic? Anyway, it's very bad actually. These things you have to know as a CSIT student. Semantic is nothing but meaning. Okay. In compiler design paper or in everywhere you find this. Either syntax, क्योंकि आप लोगों ने सभी मतलब अभी तक के 2-3-4 programming language कर चुके हैं. You have already gone through different programming languages. So I hope that you already familiar with, but this time you means could not recall the exact meaning of semantic. Anyway, कोई बात नहीं. Semantic का meaning ही है क्या? Meaning. Okay, semantic means meaning. What is exactly this meaning stand for? Whenever we try to compile some programs that you have developed, okay, then what happens? In means layer by layer, these things are done. The compilation process is done. So in the semantic analysis phase, what happens? We try to the compiler tries to find out that whether the meaning is okay or not. Similarly, syntax analysis phase during the parse tree construction, it tries to check the syntax. Okay, means parse tree is successfully built or not. Now, in that way, it will just compile the string, every statement of your program. And whenever some wrong or whenever some error is there, either syntax error or semantic error, you will be shown that error. So this is very important thing. I hope you are not going to forget this anymore. Now, this metadata gives more than explanation of the semantics and syntax. It describes all the pertinent aspect of the data in the data warehouse. And this question like pertinent or relevant to whom, it is primarily to the user and also developer and even the project team. तो as a whole, metadata हमें क्या दे रहा है? Information about other data. अब जो ये information है, ये सिर्फ वही रेफरेंस ही नहीं और बहुत सारी चीजों के बारे में बता रहा है कि सिंटेक्स और सिमेंटिक्स इंफॉर्मेशन को भी इंक्लूड कर रहा है, राइट? उसके साथ साथ ये रेलिवेंसी, मतलब ये जो डेटा है ये किससे रेलिवेंट है, ये इंफॉर्मेशन भी हमें मेटा डेटा ही दे रहा है, राइट? At least these things you have to know about metadata. So if this is clear, then going ahead to the next thing, that is lightly and highly summarized data. So the area of data warehouse shapes all the predefined lightly and highly summarized data generated by warehouse manager. Dear students, let me tell you one thing. आज से ना क्लास थोड़ा सा हम डेप्थ में जाने वाले हैं, ठीक है? वी आर गोइंग इनटू द टुवर्ड्स डेप्थ ऑफ दिस क्लास, जहां आपका कंसंट्रेशन और जहां आपका सिंसियरिटी टुवर्ड्स द क्लास इज बी utmost नीडेड, ठीक है? कुछ टिपिकल टेक्निकल टर्म्स हम मतलब डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं और साथ ही साथ प्रैक्टिकल कुछ एक दो दिन में स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। तो अभी से जब भी क्लास ज्वाइन करो, प्लीज बी मेंटली प्रिपेयर्ड that we are going to deal with this term. Otherwise, I will make all these terms simple for you. सारे चीज में सिंपली आप लोग को एक्सप्लेन करूंगा, सिंपल हो जाएगा सारी चीज। बट आप लोग टाइम में, जितने टाइम का क्लास होगा 9:30 से है तो 9:30 में ही ज्वाइन करोगे सभी जना, ठीक है? आई विल वेट फॉर मैक्सिमम 5 minutes. After that, we are not going to allowing that. Okay. और बहुत ज्यादा देर तो मैं क्लास लेता नहीं हूँ, जितना देर लेता हूँ काइंडली आई रिक्वेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू दैट गिव कंसंट्रेशन प्रॉपर्ली ऑन दैट। टर्म्स थोड़ा टिपिकल और थोड़ा सा और टिपिकल होते जाएंगे। डेटा वेयरहाउस के लास्ट पोर्शन में हम आ रहे हैं और उसके बाद तो हम डेटा माइनिंग स्टार्ट कर देंगे, जहाँ पे पूरा मैथमेटिकल्स और आपका प्रोग्रामिंग सारे चीज में चेक करूंगा। तो बी मेंटली प्रिपेयर्ड दैट फ्रॉम नाउ ऑनवर्ड्स you are ready to attend this lecture and you are ready mentally to go through all those technical terms and all those practicals that we are going to discuss. Now I want to hear from all of you. Are you ready for that or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
From all of you, I say.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir. Next class onwards, we'll go into the depth, and I know that you already prepared with that Python part. So today I don't think that I need to extend more, so I'm stopping right here. मैं बहुत ज़्यादा देर का क्लास नहीं लूँगा, but फिर भी जो भी पढ़ाऊँगा आप सभी को पता होना चाहिए कि डेटा माइनिंग इज ए वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट, मतलब मशीन लर्निंग जो पेपर है ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो I can understand that you as a mature student will be knowing these facts. Anyway, I'm stopping right here.